Hey there, crypto enthusiasts. Are you ready for the next big milestone in Bitcoin's journey? That's right, Bitcoin is charging toward an incredible $100,000. Now you might be thinking, Graham, is that even possible? And the answer is a resounding yes. Remember when Bitcoin was at $10,000 and everyone thought that was crazy? Look at us now. But what's fueling this explosive growth, and what does it mean for you? Stick around because we're breaking it all down in just 5 minutes. First up, let's talk about Bitcoin's supply dynamics because honestly, this is where it all starts. See, unlike the US dollar, which can be printed endlessly by the Federal Reserve, and let's be real, they've been printing a lot lately, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. We're talking a hard cap of 21 million coins. That's it, no more, no less. And to make things even more interesting, over 19.5 million of those coins have already been mined. That means we're getting closer and closer to that limit. Now on top of this limited supply, we have these things called halving events. Every 4 years or so, the reward for mining Bitcoin gets cut in half. This means fewer new Bitcoins are entering circulation, which naturally constricts the supply even further. Think about it like this. Imagine if the supply of gold was suddenly cut in half every 4 years. What do you think would happen to the price? It would skyrocket, right? Well, that's the basic principle behind Bitcoin's halving cycles. And guess what? The next halving event is just around the corner, slated for 2024. This means we're likely to see a surge in demand and price as we get closer to that date. It's like a countdown timer for Bitcoin's next big move. Alright, moving on to the next major catalyst driving Bitcoin's price: institutional adoption. Now this is a big one, guys. For years, Bitcoin and crypto in general were seen as this fringe investment, something for tech geeks and risk takers. But those days are long gone. Today, we're seeing major financial institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, and even Charles Schwab warming up to Bitcoin. And they're not just dipping their toes in the water, they're diving in head first. We're talking about applications for Bitcoin ETFs, which are essentially investment funds that track the price of Bitcoin. Now, why is this such a big deal? Because if these ETFs get approved by the SEC, it opens up the floodgates for trillions of dollars in traditional investments to flow into Bitcoin. Think about pension funds, hedge funds, and everyday investors who suddenly have a regulated and accessible way to invest in Bitcoin. That kind of influx of capital would be absolutely massive. It would legitimize Bitcoin in the eyes of many who were previously on the fence and send the price soaring. We're talking about a potential paradigm shift in the financial world, and it's all happening right before our eyes. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to Bitcoin regulation. For a long time, the lack of clear regulatory guidelines around crypto created a lot of uncertainty and fear in the market. But here's the thing, the tide is turning. We're seeing a growing global trend towards pro-crypto regulations, and the US is no exception. In fact, after the recent elections, there's been a noticeable shift in sentiment among lawmakers, with many now recognizing the potential of blockchain technology and the need for clear, sensible regulations. This is huge because it removes a major barrier to entry for institutional investors and everyday people who $1,000 and beyond. So, will Bitcoin hit $100,000? It seems like only a matter of time. The stars are aligning, from its limited supply and upcoming halving event, to the surge in institutional adoption and favorable regulations. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious newbie, one thing's for sure, crypto is shaking up the world of finance. It's time to get educated, get involved, and be a part of this financial revolution. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, happy investing.